I'm Sean Stephan from LRS Consulting, putting out the Regina Business Blog at www.reginabusinessblog.com. And the other day, in a previous post, I did a video about how WestJet is using Twitter for customer service. And I had another experience while I was in Toronto last week that I wanted to touch on that was not so positive about how businesses are using Twitter for customer service. And basically that had to deal with two companies that kind of screwed up while we were on our trip, and that was Stub Hub and FedEx. And so what happened was we were going to Toronto and we wanted to check out the Leafs game. So you can't buy Leafs tickets through actual the Air Canada Centre very often because they're sold out, so you have to go through a broker, which is where we went to Stub Hub to try and buy tickets. And we found some tickets, and they were reasonably priced, and they had said originally that they were going to send out tickets electronically so that we could get them in time, and the tickets weren't there, or they weren't, for some reason we couldn't get them electronically. So the next thing that happened was, okay, well, if we can't get them to you electronically, well, we'll just courier them to you to your hotel in Toronto, and they'll be waiting for you when you get there, type of thing. And they had 4 days lead time, so yeah, that's no problem. You can do that. And they said, and we kind of said, well, what happens if the tickets don't get to us? And they said, well, if for some reason we can't get these tickets to you because we were supposed to be able to get them digitally to you, but we can't, we'll give you tickets that are equal value or better from somebody else, and we'll make sure to take care of you. So as a consumer, you're thinking, okay, that's good. It's risk reversal. They're taking all the risk, and so we're going to get to see the game somehow. So from there, we were waiting for, they said, yeah, FedEx is going to get these tickets sent out. This was Monday. They'll be there Tuesday by noon, and the game was Tuesday night. And we're staying out by the airport, so we would have had to leave around 4 o'clock or so to get downtown and have a bite to eat and stuff like that before the game. But what had happened was, somewhere along the lines, StubHub mixed up the address to when they were giving it to FedEx or something along those lines. And what had happened was basically FedEx didn't have the right postal code to deliver these tickets. So they didn't deliver the tickets, and they were taking them back to their location. And the trouble was that we couldn't even go pick these tickets up right away. They didn't know, because they didn't know whether the tickets were going to be on, or still on the truck, or if they were back at the depot, or what was going on. So we're kind of strapped, because I mean, we don't have a vehicle in Toronto. We'll have to get a cab and go who knows where in Toronto to get these tickets. And so we said to StubHub, well, what happened to the, if we can't get these tickets, you'll get us something better. Well, that idea kind of went out the window. They weren't willing to offer us that anymore. The most they were willing to offer us was $50 off of the price of the tickets as a credit for a future StubHub purchase, which was better than nothing, but wasn't solving our problem that we needed to get to the game tonight. We're only in town for this game tonight, so we wanted to go. And basically what happened was, during the whole process, I was getting a little upset. So, as I often do when I'm upset, I go to Twitter and I voice my displeasure with the companies that I'm involved with, to see if I can get a faster response through Twitter. Well, that didn't happen. No response from StubHub at all, until I'm in the airport coming back from Toronto, where I get a customer service rep saying 3 days later, how can I help? I saw your complaint. How can I make this right for you? Well, that's a little bit too late. The purpose of Twitter is that it's instant. And if you're a small company and you're only person, it's understandable that you might be a couple days after for customer service, and that's okay. But if you're a bigger company with dedicated support people and you're going to use Twitter, you got to have somebody watching that and set up a listening station that makes it easy to do right away. So that was one example of how not to use Twitter. If you're going to use it, you got to use it right away. And probably in a future video, I will go through how to set up a listening station for your customer service people, because it's not that hard, just to reach out to somebody and say, hey, how can we help? So in another video, I'll talk about the FedEx screw up, because it wasn't all Stub Hub. I don't want to make it out to be all Stub Hub. They I mean, they had everything to FedEx. FedEx screwed up as well. But that's it for this video. I'll talk about FedEx in the next video.